Well, Disney, once again, is ready to urinate on some people's childhood. Disney Plus announces plans for live-action Gargoyles series. Why? It's not going to be good. No. I mean, what do you say to this, honestly? I love Gargoyles. Still do. I think it's great. I think it was a very, very good show. I had a lot of fun with Gargoyles series. Genuinely. And now? Yeah, no. Pretty crap, to be fair. Pretty crap. So, quite... And also, who's this? Gary Doberman? The guy did bloody Annabelle. Not good. Not a good fit. So, anyway, for those that don't know, Gargoyles... was around the same time that you had... I guess around the same time that you had Batman the Animated Series. It was that same style, you know. It was beautifully illustrated and animated. It was really well done. And again, you can see it here. It's very much that Batman the Animated style, right? Very, very, very nicely done. The voice acting was really good. The story itself was really good as well. And now they're going to butcher that and, like I said, urinate on all of your childhoods. And also as a live-action series. How do you have the budget to pull off a live-action Gargoyles series? That's not gonna be good for that. You know, like you'd have to spend a significant amount of money, and we know already that they, even if they do spend a significant amount of money, it still doesn't look good. I mean, case in point, the Marvels, $300 million. It looks like poo. So anyway, check this out. The series protagonists want nothing more to come to life. Disney has officially announced this is what, Gargoyles want to be made alive, basically. Disney has announced that Gargoyles series is now in development. Yay! So first unveiled to the public on October 16th, courtesy of an exclusive from The Hollywood Reporter. The series will reportedly be produced by the Conjuring Universe architects James Wan and Gary Doberman's Atomic Monster production company, with the latter best known for writing the Annabelle and the Nun series of films. So, not a good fit. Serving as its writer, producer and showrunner. So Gary Doberman, the writer of Annabelle and the Nun, is all over this. All over this. Just a quick second, ladies and gents, please do hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn the bell notifications on. And if you missed it, because I missed this news yesterday, I interviewed the director, showrunner of Robin Hood. Yeah, I'll leave that linked above now. Please do check that 2-hour conversation out. It's not really an interview, not really a debate. It's a bit of both. Anyway, currently considered to be in early development by Disney. The production has yet to provide any further details regarding its production team, cast, direction, or release date. There's no information. But, I mean, we know it's going to be crap, right? So, created by an unspecified team of creatives, among whose ranks were such noteworthy talents as Batman the Animated Series writer Michael Reeves and Young Justice creator Greg Weisman, Gargoyles centers on the few remaining survivors of the Wyvern clan, a group of the titular creatures who fled their home in ancient Scotland after its human inhabitants, giving in to their own fears of the unknown, moved to eradicate them from the land. So the humans managed to slaughter most of the Gargoyles, Wyvern clan, by shattering them to pieces while they were rendered immobile during their daytime stone sleep. A small group led by the clan's leader, Goliath, played by Keith David, manages to escape death only to succumb to their enemy's backup plan, a magical spell which curses the afflicted to sleep until their castle home rises above the clouds. So, yeah. The goal eventually accomplished when New York billionaire David Xanatos builds a skyscraper and places their home atop its roof. Goliath and his fellow survivors all wake up basically and be like, what the hell's going on? And then obviously, as with most of these series, there is a normal individual, like a human, that sort of interacts with them. I kind of liken this, very reminiscent to a lot of shows around this time. You had Biker Mice from Mars, they had a human element. You had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a human element. Street Sharks, again, a bit more modern now, human element. They always had a human element. So, yeah, this is, it ran for 3 years, 3 seasons. It was critical and a commercial success. People love it. Genuinely, people absolutely have such a soft spot for this. And now they're going to butcher it and kill it. Genuinely, gonna kill it. Now, the last season would not be privy to the same sort of acclaim. Third season, no one really liked that much. Original writers weren't really there. And it didn't have the same. It wasn't the same thing. Genuinely wasn't. So most people don't like the first 2 seasons, high acclaim. The rest, not so much. And there's comics as well, graphic, sort of graphic novels as well. I don't know if you can call them graphic novels, but yeah, sure. But just a shame. And again, such cool concept, such cool artwork, such cool designs, right? And it's crazy to think that this, I guess did come from Disney, right? Like how? How on earth? Back in a day when they weren't producing absolute garbage. I mean, look at this. How cool is that? Like there was some really cool stuff. There was some really, really cool stuff back in the day. But this is not going to go down very well. I see this as more... I mean, it's them just dredging up their old stuff, isn't it? Because they can't seemingly create anything new. And that's unfortunate, right? Because the people involved in the initial stuff, which was high acclaim, are not there. And I don't know how true... I don't know how much Gary Doberman... I don't think he's a good fit. But I don't know how much he liked the original stuff. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he does. Who knows? But they're going to town on mining their stuff. Their sort of back catalogue of shows and IPs. And it's not going to be to any level of success. This is Disney absolute desperation. Now, there's one teeny tiny positive element here, potential anyway, is that because of the writers' strike deal now, they can get rid of a whole lot of people. So if Gary Doberman is on board as a writer, or at least, he is the writer, producer and showrunner, technically speaking, he can stay on as the singular writer with that new deal. If they suddenly announce they're adding another 5 writers, right? Because that's part of it, a minimum of 6 as a writer's room. Then I would say, yeah, we'll probably up shit's creek with this. These were pretty basic in terms of the storyline. So they don't need 6 writers. You don't need 6 people to write this show. So we'll wait to see whether they add more writers or if it just remains as Gary Doberman. If there's more writers, I will just write this off. I'll watch it, of course, and give a review. But I will write it off with any level of, I'm waiting to see. I will probably much guarantee it's going to be garbage by that point. So no, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you familiar with this or not? Disney desecrating some more stuff. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.